boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have it is MotoGP 20. This game it is developed by Milestones as usual and it is using Unreal Engine 4. So for the graphical settings on my GTX 1650 Super, my recommendation comes to, if you play with 1080p, it is to just crank up the settings to the maximum. In this case, in this game, it is the ultra settings, but as you can see, if I individually try to ramp it up more than that, there is nothing more to ramp up. So the ultra settings, it is the absolutely maximum. So looking to the requirements, these guys recommend a Ryzen 7 1700X and 16 gigs of RAM, and also for the graphic card, they do recommend a GTX 1070 with 6 or 8 gigabytes. Alright, so what happens really is that I don't take those recommendations too seriously, because at 1080p I was able to max out the game with an average of 112 frames per second with a 1% low of 92, so they do recommend the GTX 1070. Alright, so for 1440p these things gets a little bit more demanding, so with the high settings I got an experience above 60 frames per second. But as you know, there might be more demanding tracks, so I do recommend you to go with median settings, textures on high. And if you go for 4K using median settings and textures on high, what happens really is that you don't get 60 frames per second, and that is expectable since this is just a mere GTX 1650 Super. It is not a graphic card for 4K, but still, if you don't really need those 60 frames per second and you are okay with median settings, you can play at 4K, alright? So this is all the stuff, all the results that I got, and that's about it regarding the performance. As for the game itself, the physics model are very different from last year. I'm not really sure why the guys do this. I mean, yes, there are a lot of new tracks and the career mode definitely improved from the last game. But still, the artificial intelligence seems to have a little bit of mixed reviews on Steam. Some people do enjoy the new artificial intelligence and some others don't really enjoy it. Also, like I was telling you, the physics are a little bit different. Some people complain a lot of lack of grip from the rear wheel. I do complain about one of the stuff that some people on Steam are complaining. It is every time you brake, your back wheel is always lifting up from the asphalt, so it is kind of hard to control the bike. Sometimes it feels unrealistic and out of place, but some other times I think it is right. So it's a little bit of mixed bag, but still there isn't any other, any other game of MotoGP out there. And so for the best of or the worst, this is the best and only game available for this type of sports. Alright, so MotoGP 20, it is awesome on that regard. It isn't really a bad game, but I feel like it isn't really perfect, and that's what pisses me off a lot. But still, Steam users are very happy. There is a score of 83% on Steam. Some people complain about the widescreen support, it is not great, the 21:9. But I do think that the game it is good, and they are asking for $49.99. What I don't understand is why these guys insist in releasing one different game every year. I think they don't really need that. I understand what they are trying to do, but still I think it is too much. But anyway, like I just told you, for all intents and purposes, this is the best and only game that does MotoGP right. Alright, so guys, that's all that I want to talk about MotoGP 20. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.